Good day. It is July the 21st, and today we're continuing Judges 13, doing verses 21 through 23. I was making sure if it was the last one or not. And Proverbs 21. Remember, if you like to be tagged when I post these videos, or if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, complaints, or anything else, you can reach me through 810-242-2997. That's 810-242-2997. You can call, text, leave a message, whichever you like. To begin, Judges 13, starting at verse 21. The angel did not appear to Manoah and his wife. Did not appear again to Manoah and his wife. Manoah finally realized it was the angel of Yahweh. 22. And he said to his wife, "We will certainly die, for we have seen Elohim." 23. But his wife said, "If Yahweh was going to kill us, he wouldn't have accepted our burnt offerings and grain offerings. He wouldn't have appeared to us and told us the wonderful things and done these miracles." Wife sounds pretty smart. Probably why it appeared to her first. 21. The angel did not appear again to Manoah and his wife. Manoah finally realized it was the angel of Yahweh. So they know who they're dealing with God. Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. 22. And he said to his wife, "We will certainly die, for we have seen Elohim." It was a common belief that if you see God, you will die. And if you do see God without him protecting you, you will die. Remember Esther. When she walked into the presence of the king, when Haman was going to kill all her countrymen, she walked into the presence of the king without an invite, and she could have been executed for that. But he gave her favor by putting the scepter toward her. And that's with God. If you walk into his presence unprepared, and he does not give you favor, you will die. 23. But, his wife said, if Yahweh were going to kill us, he wouldn't have accepted our burnt offerings and our grain offerings. He wouldn't have appeared to us and told us the wonderful this wonderful thing, and done these miracles. Wife's sensible. She's saying, look, if he was going to kill us, why would he do all this other stuff? He would have done it and got it over with. Proverbs 21. The king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh. As water courses, he turns it whithersoever he will. The king's heart. Think of a soaker hose in a garden. You move it from place to place wherever part we're watering. That's what God's doing with the water courses. 2. Every way of a man is right in his own eyes, but Yahweh weighs their hearts. You may think you're doing right. You may have other people thinking you're doing right. You may have even fooled yourself. But God knows the real reason inside you. 3. To do righteousness and justice is more acceptable to Yahweh than sacrifice. There's a saying in the world, it's easier to get forgiveness than permission. God don't work like that. He don't play. He wants you to do righteousness and justice first time. Obedience is better than apologizing. 4. A hot look and a proud heart. The tillage of the wicked is sin. 5. The thoughts of the diligent tend only to the plenteous, but everyone that is hasty hastens only to want. 6. The getting of treasures by a lying tongue is a vapor driven to and fro. They that seek him seek death. Yeah, you don't lie to get money or any kind of treasure. 7. The violence of the wicked shall drag them away, because they refuse to do justly. They refuse. They know how, and they say, nope, we want to do what we want to do. 8. The way of a man is froward and strange, but as for the pure, his work is right. 9. It is better to dwell in the corner of the housetop than in a house in common with a contentious woman. Peace and quiet is better than fighting. 10. The soul of the wicked desireth evil. His neighbor findeth no favor in his eyes. That was a potato chip. 11. When the scorner is punished, the thoughtless, that is simple, is made wise, and when the wise is instructed, he receiveth knowledge, because he wants to learn more. 12. The righteous one considereth the house of the wicked, and overthrowing the wicked to their ruin. 13. Whoso stoppeth his ears at the cry of poor, he shall cry out himself, but shall not be answered. If you don't show mercy, if you don't show generosity, you won't receive it when you need it. 14. A gift in secret pacifieth anger, and a present in the bosom strong wrath. This is not a bribe. 15. To do justly is joy to the righteous, but ruin to the workers of iniquity. 16. The man that strayeth out of the way of understanding shall rest in the congregation of shades. He shall be dead. 17. He that loveth pleasure shall be a poor man. He loveth wine and oil shall not be rich. Spend money on luxuries, you won't have any money. 18. The wicked is ransom for the righteous, and the faithless cometh in stead of the upright. 19. It is better to dwell in a desert land than with a contentious and fretful woman. 20. There is desirable treasure and oil in the dwelling of the wise, but a foolish man swalloweth it up. He spends it as soon as he gets it. 21. He that followeth after righteousness and mercy findeth life, prosperity, and honor. Obedience is life and is love. 22. A wise man scaleth the city of the mighty, and bringeth down the stronghold wherein it trusteth. 23. Whoso keepeth his mouth and tongue, keepeth his soul from troubles. Less talk, less trouble. So shut your mouth. 24. Proud and haughty man, scorner is his name, even he that dealeth in overbearing pride. 25. The desire of the slothful killeth him, for his hands refuse to labor. Yep, he needs food, refuses to get up and work for it. God says, if you will not work, you will not eat. 26. He that coveteth greedily all the day long, there is that coveteth greedily all the day long, but the righteous giveth and spareth not. The more you give, the more you will receive. It might not be in the way you think you should, but you will. Generosity will be rewarded. Stinginess equals poorness. 27. The sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination. How much more when he bringeth with the proceeds of wickedness? He's trying to bribe God, basically. He robbed someone. Says, here, God, this is my sacrifice. Yeah, it didn't cost him anything, did it? 28. A false witness shall perish, but a man that obeyeth shall speak unchallenged. 29. A wicked man hardeneth his face, but as for the upright, he looketh well to the way. He's ignoring those in need, the wicked man. He says, why should I help them? 30. There's no wisdom, nor understanding, nor counsel against Yahweh. He can't be God. And 31. The horse is prepared against the day of battle, but the victory is of Yahweh. You can prepare all you want, but the victory belongs to God. But you still should prepare. Because even when the Israelites, God was winning battle after battle and giving the Israelites the victory, they still had to show up with their swords. I hope you've been blessed by this reading. May the Lord richly bless you. Remember, if you'd like to be tagged when I post these videos, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, complaints, or anything else, you may reach me through 810-242-2997. That's 810-242-2997. You can call, text, leave a message, whichever you like. Remember, Jesus loves you, and so do I.